Welcome to Ottawa in the Know. I'm Julie Findlay, your host. I have a great lineup this hour. I was going to say this week, but we're just going to take 1 hour of your time. So everyone in the neighborhoods, they're back, they're buzzing around, they're walking around. So warm up, walking form, walking faster. Are you looking for your way to walk fit? My next guest, Sarah Zahab, is joining us. And I'd like to say congratulations on your book. This is fantastic.
Thank you so much, Julie.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so Walk Your Way Fit.
Yes.
How did this come to fruition?
Well, walking is just one of those amazingly convenient and accessible forms of exercise. And, across the country, many Canadians aren't reaching those national recommended guidelines for exercise. We should be obtaining 150 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity per week. And we know that many Canadians aren't obtaining that necessary amount for overall health. And walking is just one of those great ways. It's easy to do. And there are, ways that we can fit it into our day. So I wanted to provide a great tool, a great guide for people.
I'm going to tell you right now, all the viewers heard 150 minutes and they're already doing the math. Like, how do I fit that in? Where do I start? How do we do that?
Yeah, and I think what's really important is to assess where you're at right now and make small changes and progress slowly over time. So if you're not at that recommended guideline, you can start with 10 minutes every other day and maybe add a few minutes each week and progress slowly until you get comfortable. We don't want to go from 0 to 150, but we certainly want to increase slowly, remain consistent, which is really important for, sustainable habits, and progressing slowly over time.
That's fantastic. So do you ever first of all, tell everybody where they can find you, because this conversation can only be 8 minutes, but we need to continue following you.
So I'm Sarah Zahab, registered kinesiologist and exercise physiologist, and I own Continuum Fitness in Westboro. We're a multidisciplinary clinic offering coaching, fitness coaching, massage, physio. It's your,
one-stop shop.
One-stop shop.
Yeah, to get you going, to get you moving. Are there any tips right away when you're talking about walking? Do you tell people, what are your tips? Like, find a location to walk to, walk in groups. What are some tips that we can give our viewers?
I think it's really important for everyone to sort of look back and figure out when they were the most successful and sort of, on track with their fitness regime. Were you walking with a friend? Were you signing up for a class? Are you someone who's really motivated by data and using a smartwatch? Find those primary drivers that motivate you and really try and stick to those things that are, keys to your success. So identifying, if you have a hard time in the winter, really setting up some strategies in the fall. Maybe it's finding some indoor places to walk. Maybe it's finding a friend. Maybe it's sticking to paths that are very clear. In the city, we know there are paths, around the Parliament that are always cleared first and always cleared very well. So finding those areas that make it sort of easy.
And so we can find all those tips in your book.
Yes.
So let's start from the beginning. I'm a new walker.
Yes.
Let's take me through the journey, because I think it's really important to just get people off. And especially this time of year, as it starts to get darker, it's a little hard to get people motivated, myself included.
Yeah, and I think it's important to find maybe the time that works best for you. I mean, not everybody is a morning person, but maybe you can take a little bit of a break throughout your workday. Maybe you can take 10, 15 minutes and go for a short walk in your neighborhood or at work with a friend. Maybe you can take those meetings outside walking.
Oh, great idea.
Yeah, and I know, it can be a little more difficult when it's darker outside, but we always want to think about how we're going to feel after.
Yes.
Most of the time after our walk, we're not, we don't sort of regret it and go, gee, I wish I didn't do that. We have to remember that, we're doing this for our health. We're very invigorated. We have a little bit of clarity, mental clarity. Maybe you could do something at the same time. Call your friend, listen to a podcast, maybe think of stacking things at the same time. So we're doing a couple of things at the same time.
Yeah, I'm already thinking of those ideas of that habit, because when I was marking so many papers when I was teaching, I literally get up and walk around the block a couple of times and it just clears your head. You're right, the benefits are definitely tenfold, 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But in your book, you're actually talking about posture and warm up and warm downs. I'm super intrigued, because I think that does help people feel motivated and make their body work for them.
Yeah, I mean, alignment is important. We want to ensure that we're well aligned when we're starting. We don't want to have our shoulders to be too rounded or our head forward. So taking a moment to do a quick little posture check can be helpful.
Okay, so shoulders back.
Shoulders back, head back. If we're looking from the side, we want our ear, shoulder, hip and ankle to be kind of in the same line.
Okay.
Yeah, all lined up.
Yes.
So we do a little posture check, and certainly walking at a slower pace can be a perfectly good warm-up.
Yes.
But if we're looking for a little more priming, a little more activation, we can add in some additional warm-up dynamic drills to help us feel a little bit better on our walk.
Can you show us one or two?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We can take some little baby steps when we're walking. We can walk on our toes to kind of warm up the ankles. We can flip our foot under to get a little bit of a shin stretch. A lot of people experience that shin discomfort when they start to walk a little bit faster or on harder surfaces. We can add a little bit of a hip flexor stretch while we're walking. So it's while we're walking, adding some arm circles while we're walking, shoulder rolls to the back. So as we're moving, we're including some of a dynamic active warm-up so we feel well prepared for increasing the pace if that's what we want.
Okay, now I know there's one thing. You have a club that hopefully some people can still join.
That's right. So if people are signed up for the Jump In Challenge, we are doing...
Tell us a bit of that about Jump In Challenge.
Absolutely. So we're committing to 30 minutes of physical activity per day for the month of September, and it's all in support of women's heart health. And so at Continuum Fitness, we're offering an accessible 30-minute walk every Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. for the remainder of the month, September.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so people can jump in. It's not too late. Jumpinnow.ca, and they can join us for a nice walk and get going with their day.
And it is fun to walk with people because then you kind of forget of the efforts that you have to do to get out and do the exercise. And I love that idea of walking with friends and talking about it. You have lots to offer at Continuum Fitness. Will your book be there for us, by the way?
The book is there. It's also available at Amazon, Chapters, many local bookstores as well. But we do have copies at Continuum Fitness as well.
And sort of, what are a few things that you offer at Continuum Fitness to help with that growth?
Yeah, so our coaches, our fitness coaches are kinesiologists and or exercise physiologists. So we work with many different populations, helping people move better, feel better, maybe correcting muscle imbalances, getting stronger, addressing different things.
Yeah.
We also have massage therapy, physiotherapy, athletic therapy. We have acupuncture.
Wow.
We have a mental performance consultant.
So it's any level starting from the beginning to the end. Sarah Zahab, thank you so much for joining us. At least get this book. Make sure you jumpinnow.ca. Sarah Zahab will help.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Welcome to Community News and Events on Rogers TV Channel 22. I'm Dave Hilson. Get ready to leash up for a tail-wagging good time at the Wiggle Waggle Walk and Run happening Saturday, September 28th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Lansdowne Park. Hosted by the Ottawa Humane Society, this beloved annual fundraiser brings together animal lovers and their four-legged friends to support homeless and neglected pets in Ottawa. All funds raised help to provide shelter, medical care, and loving homes for animals in need. Join hundreds of paws and passionate hearts for a day of community and a canine celebration at the Wiggle Waggle Walk. Visit ottawahumane.ca for details. Now, to have your community news or event listed on our website, please go to rogerstv.com, click on events, and post your event. That's it.
This show is so much more important
than our marriage.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays on City TV.
Oh, yes.
America's Got Talent. 2 nights.
What? You are amazing.
It was perfect.
Whoa! It was spectacular.
What are we thinking?
Yes!
Absolutely yes.
2 nights of America's Got Talent.
You deserve it!
All new Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 8, 7 Central on City TV.
Join me, holistic chef Daniela Croco, for season 4 of Simply Cooking by Chef, right here on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to Ottawa in the Know. I'd like to introduce you to my next two favorite guests who own Aresta. Not just another beauty store, but a trusted guide to skin confidence, clean beauty, and always about glowing on your own terms. Welcome, Aresta and Larissa. Thanks so much for joining me on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. I think our skin after the summer, we're a bit in crisis, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, because I'm feeling like I am still loving the summer, but I'm feeling like my skin has a bit of a change. So that's why I wanted the experts, you two, to come on and tell me how to most benefit and move forward. So I'm going to let you take it away.
So we had a great summer.
Yes.
A very hot and sunny summer, which also has its own challenges. But as this weather's changing and we're going into a little bit cooler temperatures, you want to adjust your skincare routine as well to adjust with the change in seasons.
Okay. So if you don't have a routine, let's tell our viewers, because sometimes you get out of routine, right? You're at the cottage, you don't bring your skincare. What is the best routine that we could do for our skin to make it healthy and clean?
Simple, and it doesn't need to be a very complicated routine. You need to have a good cleanser, a good hydrosol, and a really good moisturizer.
Okay. Yeah. You said hydrosol. What's the importance of hydrosol?
So people think it's just a step to spray your skin or like use a cotton pad to remove, but this is like essential in hydrating your skin.
Okay.
And when you hydrate your skin with a hydrosol, a spray, and then you put your oil on, it's going to get absorbed better. Adding more moisturizer is not going to help. This is going to help to get your moisturizer
hydrosol.
absorbed.
Okay, I've got that. Okay, and then that's the two things that you need right away. Three. Okay. Okay, so to elevate our skin now that we're moving into a new season, what are the things we should be thinking about?
Okay, so cleanser, toner, moisturizer maintains.
Yes.
If you're trying to address post-summer
they're
pigmentation.
looking clearly at my skin.
No,
I'm confident.
we all had a great summer. We all had a great summer.
Our own too.
So if you're looking to address post-summer, some hyperpigmentation, dehydration, if you're trying to elevate, that's when you incorporate, in addition to the cleanser, toner, moisturizer, the serums and masks. Those are like the powerhouses. Those are the ones that'll help to treat or correct.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to tell every viewer at home, you do not need to be stressed or memorize. They will do the facial for you. Can you tell us some of your services that make us really be in the know for ourselves?
So we offer one service, which we offer only facial treatments.
No, I know, but there's a lot of advice, like a lot of tips that come with that too.
Yeah, so our facials, our facials are fantastic, but a lot of it is also incorporating education. Mm-hmm. So what happens is people will come in and we'll have them bring their products or list their products, and there's so much misinformation and there's so much confusion. So for us, we really want to educate and simplify. Skincare should be very simple, and when you truly understand your skin, then it's simple, and then you just tweak it through the seasons.
Yeah. So what are some of the most common misconceptions? Maybe we can relate.
I think people come in and they say, I need a vitamin C. And, vitamin C is very important to have.
Did I just not say that when I came in?
I think so.
I might have. Wow, I'm like, check.
But the important thing is to have a right vitamin C. Nothing that's too harsh that's going to irritate your skin. Okay. People feel they need, things to deal with wrinkles, like a retinol. But a retinol could cause pigmentation, so you want one that's not going to cause that. So using the right products and in the right way.
Okay. And also, I want to add oil. People are so afraid of oil.
We are. Why is that?
Well, we all think that oil is going to clog our pores. Mm-hmm. We all think that it's going to cause us to break out, and so we're afraid of oil. Yeah. But the right oils balance the skin. You don't need to be afraid of it. You just need to be using the right oils.
The right oils.
And so when people trust us, transition to using oil.
I've been with you.
All of a sudden,
not lately.
Their skin transforms. It's such a quick fix when it comes to skin. It's but you need to be using the right oils.
How did you two lovely sisters start this up?
She started it first.
Yeah,
she's the founder.
I started because I struggled with my own skin. So in my mid-20s, I developed adult acne, and I spent years going to dermatologists, harsh prescriptions and products, and yo-yoing, not really knowing what to do with my skin. Mm-hmm. And then I was able to clear my skin myself, and I went back to school and studied skincare and started Aresta.
Okay.
And then Larissa joined me
15 years ago.
Yeah.
15 years ago.
Wow, it's only been 15 years.
Yeah.
And it's been 25 years.
Wow. No, I feel like you've just been a fixture in the Ottawa neighborhoods. Like
Thank you.
everyone I speak to, right away, it doesn't need to be for women and for our age. Like, tell us who you serve in the area. What
We
ages?
serve all kinds. We have teens. You know, we have a lot of mature women. We have young women. We have teens.
Men?
We even have some men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have all kinds. People that people have also dealt with illness. You know, people that want to look at the ingredients in their products. You know,
Yes.
somebody's struggled with cancer, pregnancy,
Yeah.
immunocompromising diseases. So different things like that. And it's a very personable environment. You know,
Yeah.
when we know our clients, it's a really nice place to be.
And
is
judgment
lovely.
free. That's really important. Judgment free.
Yeah.
Because often people will come in and they'll say, oh, yeah, I don't want to tell you what I'm using. And it's just like, you can
Yeah.
tell us what we're using. This is
Yeah.
not like, this is a judgment free zone.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to add that's what's so great is when moms or dads bring their teenagers in.
Yeah.
Because I wish that we had known.
My mother tried, though. My mother
Yeah.
tried, but there was nothing like this.
Yes,
So,
yes.
I struggled as a teenager, and my
Yeah.
mother tried all these different
Yeah.
types
And
of
it's
things.
this idea of struggle, but not only struggle, not knowing. And that's the thing.
Yes.
I brought Megan to you because
Yes.
she was starting to wear makeup, and I wasn't sure she was cleansing properly. And that idea of like, they're not picking the best makeup because they're just picking this transient makeup. So you two are the ones to go to let us know, like,
Yeah.
this is how you clean it all out. So looking at me, I have 1 minute. Would you tell me what I would use? Cleaner, toner, nope.
Cleanser.
Cleanser. Cleanser, toner, and
An oil.
Oil. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. What do you think?
If you would use
Yeah.
it,
Do
of
any
course
of the,
you would.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, but out of these products, or do I need to like?
Out of these
use variety.
products.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. That is.
That's an oil cleanser.
Okay.
Do you oil cleanse?
I don't oil
Oh, you
cleanse.
will. You
Okay,
will
just
now.
put this right here.
And
Yeah.
you need to do it right.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
they teach you what to
Yes.
do. I think this is a hydrosol.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a toner. Now, again, a toner or hydrosol is not astringent. It's not the stuff that we used to use as teenagers that
Okay.
would leave our skin
No alcohol.
tight or
Yes.
burning at all.
Okay.
You should never feel that, ever, ever, ever.
Okay, for sure. And then moisturizer.
Do we use? I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good enough. There you go.
Yeah. This is great.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a collagen
I
peptide.
have-
Actually, and these are all Canadian.
I know.
Also.
Thank
This is
you.
everything.
Yeah, yeah.
This is fantastic. I have it all, and if you need it all, you need to go to Aresta, meeting Larissa or Aresta, and make sure you clean beauty your way. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Julie.
Yeah.
Welcome to Community News and Events on Rogers TV, Channel 22. I'm Ramon DeFranco. At Saunders Farm this fall, visitors can dive into two seasonal favorites, Fright Fest and Pumpkin Fest. Fright Fest transforms the farm into Ottawa's spookiest destination, with haunted hay rides, themed maze, and if you're brave enough, the Barn of Terror. Families looking for daytime fun will love Pumpkin Fest, offering wagon rides, a giant corn maze, and thousands of pumpkins to pick from. Whether you're chasing frights or family fun, Saunders Farm provides an unforgettable fall experience. It's happening from September 20th through November 1st. For more info, visit saundersfarm.com. To have your community news or events listed on our website, please go to rogerstv.com, click on events, and post your event. That's it.
Are you a passionate content creator ready to expand your audience reach? Do you have unique stories, captivating hobbies, or special interests that deserve a spotlight? Rogers TV is here to amplify your voice within the community. We offer you the platform to broadcast your content to a wider audience. And the best part, it's completely free. Don't miss this opportunity to share your vision and engage with viewers. Find out how Rogers TV can transform your content journey today.
Hey, I'm Dave, and I absolutely love to camp.
Why do we do this? Why do we go out here with the bugs, the bears, skunks chasing you, poison ivy, ticks, you name it. Why do we do it? Because we love it. I love it. I wanted to take my passion for filming and the outdoors and combine them, and that's why I'm here. Maybe it's a mistake, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's great. Welcome back to Ottawa in the Know. I am holding a sign that I have seen over the years many, many times at Whispers Pub. I know a lot of you might know that that is closed in the last few years, probably a few years ago. It's in the Westboro Village. But the good thing is that they're auctioning off all of their items. Here to tell us about the fundraiser, the moment, the day, and it all is Judy Lincoln, Executive Director of the Westboro BIA. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us, Julie, and I'm so excited to talk about all these things.
Okay.
So it's one of those things, a lot of people miss Whispers. We all miss Whispers.
Yes.
But the developers who bought the building also bought the entire business.
They did.
They did.
That's
so they
good
had
news.
Everything inside.
Okay.
The new building will have a restaurant in it. So they've kept some of like the key pieces. And they called us one day and they're like, do you want to come down and tour the pub? And we're like, we love touring empty buildings, sure.
Yeah.
And they said, we just don't know what to do with all of this. Like, there's so much. Do you have any ideas? And I was like, well, will you donate it? And they said, yeah, then I need 24 hours. And we called the Westboro Region Food Bank.
Wow.
And we said, how do you feel about a charity auction? And they're like, well, where's everything coming from? I said, it's a pub. And they're like, is people going to buy all this? I'm like, people are going to buy all this. And that wonderful little sign you had.
know. Look at
we already have
this.
bids up to $125 for it. There's over 100 items of memorabilia from Whispers Pub. Available this Saturday at All Saints Anglican Church.
Yes.
10:30 to 2:30. If you don't want to buy a piece to take home with you, you can come and buy takeout lunch. The volunteers are making takeout lunch for $15 as a fundraiser. And you can just come and reminisce and maybe find something for the basement, for your hangout, for the cottage.
I think I'm getting first choice here. But right away, for those who are at home and want to start bidding, where can they go?
So if you go to westborovillage.com under events, you can find it there.
Okay.
Westboro Region Food Bank has some items both on Facebook Marketplace and on Zeffy, so you can see what's available. We brought a small selection of some of my favorite things and some of the volunteers' favorite things today. And it's a whole mixture from very antique, very Westboro too, like very Westboro. I don't know if we can show you the first piece over here, that photo.
This photo? Yes.
It's a photo laying the cornerstone of Nepean High School.
No!
Yeah, and so that's there. There's an old office photo here also from Ottawa. And then there's an old fire cart. It's not even a truck. Horse-drawn fire carriage from Ottawa.
Where was that? Because that was always along Wellington.
Yeah, so these are all photos that were on the walls. I'm sure anyone who remembers Whispers, I think there's quite a few of us in the room who maybe remember Whispers. And floor to ceiling. They had photos, bits and pieces. This piece here is an old clock face, and it's very heavy. It's cast iron. We have a tennis racket from the 1930s here.
Well, has this been bid on already?
I don't know if the bidding on this one has actually started, but it's available online. Julie's clearly eyeing it up.
No, you know what? There is actually a lot of tennis clubs that are starting to do wooden racket tournaments. And I know there are collectors in this city that continue to look for these.
One of many tennis rackets
I feel
and
like
sports
he took
memorabilia.
my dad's, but I know he didn't give it to Whispers. But
we also had vintage water skis, vintage skis, and all of it was screwed into the walls. There's a lot of plaques at Whispers Pub. So this one is from a boys athletic championship from the 1920s from the City of London.
Really?
So it's there. You have a lot of old tobacco tins, which I know maybe isn't. We're not smoking anymore.
I think that these are the collector items.
Yes.
I think that's what people are starting to realize, that we don't need to buy new, we just need to use what we have.
My grandfather kept all of his nuts and bolts and his old tobacco tins in the 60s and 70s.
Have you already bid on this?
I haven't bid on that one. I actually really love this one, which I think is very apropos. It's a barley tin. So for the food bank, you can raise funds for the food bank while buying a barley tin.
Yeah.
You
don't even need to pick them up. They're going to grab it all.
The Smurfs from behind the bar. This one is a photo of the Westboro Football Club from 1906.
Wow.
We've got softballs, and we'd love to know whose signatures. So if you were a Whispers regular and you know the story of the softballs, we'd like to hear it.
I feel like teams might have done their pub thing.
And I think, too, it shows the history of our business is supporting community. Like, here's a sponsorship thank you from 2016.
That's fun.
So I think it shows that the businesses have been entrenched in the neighborhood for so long.
Definitely. Okay, I want to point to that picture over there.
Yes, so this is one of my favorite pieces. And it's the Alert Ladies hockey team, and they were the champions in 1916.
Yes.
And you can see the ladies are in their wool skirts and tights to play hockey.
Except the goalie, she looks like she has nice padding.
She has padding, and then I'm guessing this is a younger sister, and she's listed as the mascot.
Okay, I was
going to
say, were they short one or the mascot skirts?
She was the mascot of the team.
Yeah.
And then this is
you don't
also
even need to pick it. They'll take a
Brutus
shot
has received a lot of bids online.
That is
and it's
fantastic.
in a reproduction photo, but clearly he means a lot to the Whispers regulars because he's getting so many bids online.
It's a story and a history of Westboro.
It really is.
You have been the opportunity to be the executive BIA of Westboro. There's so much that's going on in the neighborhood. I'm not taking away from Whispers, but please tell us what's coming on right now. Things are happening all the time.
Well, we're really excited for the auction this weekend in support of the Westboro Region Food Bank. Batter Up Bakery is having their grand opening. They've just relocated onto Richmond Road. They have their grand opening this weekend. If you go to westborovillage.com, we've got all the events listed. Our big one coming up at the end of October is Wickedly Westboro is returning. We've been doing it for over 15 years.
Yeah. Give us a little snippet of that for our viewers. We're going to have you back on because it's too important. But
So Wickedly Westboro has a 2-week-long scavenger hunt where you can find our hidden little spooky buds and windows. But it's also an afternoon of family fun and trick-or-treating. We have stilt walkers and magicians. And thank you to Real Canadian Superstore. We have lots of candy.
You know what? I think that's what parents have really enjoyed because it's just being in the neighborhood and being able to, for them to support local and then you to give back to them as well.
Absolutely.
I was going to ask one more quick question, and it's okay. This Saturday, give us the details one more time.
So it's at All Saints Anglican Church, right in the heart of Westboro. It's from 10:30 to 2:30. You can come and buy a takeout lunch for $15, and you can come and bid on a little piece of Whispers history. Pick out your favorite item.
I know, and there also you can go online and check that out. And I think Saturday's a perfect day because you still have the Ottawa Market that is on Byron.
The Ottawa Farmers Market actually runs right until Wickedly Westboro. Wickedly Westboro's there last weekend, so October 25th.
October 25th. And I think, doesn't Zach's, are they doing something different?
Oh, I think that's a really secret, exciting thing that you need to stay tuned and watch
I think
for
we need
details.
to keep going to Zach's just to find out.
Yeah, you definitely need to be in touch because I think there's something new hatching.
Okay, I like it. Thank you so much, Judy. We will have you on again this weekend. Don't miss it. Whispers auction. It's going to be fantastic. Go online or just show up. Have a great lunch. All the funds go to the Westboro Region Food Bank. Up next, we'll even have a chance to talk to the executive director of that organization. Stay tuned.
Hello, I'm Liz Dowdsville, Lieutenant Governor of Ontario. In 2008, carbon monoxide, a deadly invisible gas, killed an entire family in our province. That tragedy led to a new law requiring homes with potential CO sources to have alarms. John Gignac's family members passed away that day, and he shares his story to save others.
Please make sure you have working CO alarms in your home. Protect your family today.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
Watch Podium exclusively on Rogers TV.
Sports fans know Sundays are for football. That's why you need NFL Sunday Ticket. With NFL Sunday Ticket, Rogers customers get every live game, every Sunday afternoon, all season long. Follow your favorite teams and players live in HD. Order NFL Sunday Ticket and get up to 200 regular season games. Rogers Xfinity TV customers say NFL Sunday Ticket into your voice remote.
Welcome back. I hope you get a chance to get online ahead of time to get on that auction for Whispers. There's a lot of memories that people have in Westboro, and if you have not been, it's an opportunity to see what you can get. All of the things that will be sold and auctioned off will go to the Westboro Region Food Bank, and here to explain the importance of that food bank in our neighborhood is Coordinator Martine Dorr. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And I think a lot of viewers, it might be a surprise that we do have a food bank that exists in Westboro.
I think that it still shocks me how many people say, but we don't have food insecurity in Westboro. It's an affluent neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things I'd really like to do is break the myth that this is just an affluent neighborhood. We, in fact, are serving about 100 households each week, which translates to putting food on the table for about 700 individuals.
Wow.
And so there's a lot of hidden food insecurity and a lot of hidden poverty in Westboro.
And I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of. I think we have a changing climate. It's a lot more expensive. Properties are hard to hold on to, job insecurity. But we've always had a bit of food insecurity throughout Ottawa. So it's nice that you've been able to create a space for people to come to. And where is the space that it is?
So we're in the back of All Saints Westboro Anglican Church, but you access it from Madison Avenue, so 354 Madison Avenue. I do just want to mention a lot of people recently have been talking about the fact that they didn't expect themselves to have to use a food bank, or that's something they thought they'd left in the past. And I've literally had, men and women in tears around having to access. So one of the first things we want to do is break down that barrier, that sense of shame. We know that anybody could be experiencing food insecurity these days, regardless of whether they're working, own a home. It's something that's affecting about 25% of the population in Canada right now.
Wow. Well, I'm very happy that you are open. So tell us what your catchment area is. I say Westboro, but that's a pretty large area.
Absolutely. I mean, technically, our catchment area went from the Ottawa River to Dovercourt, Island Park to Broadview, but the Ottawa Food Bank has recently made some changes in their service prioritization, and we are letting people choose which food bank they'd like to come to. So, many people lived actually way closer to us, but their designated food bank was perhaps Caldwell, but they're a kilometer from us and 10 kilometers from the other place.
Okay,
so
that's
with
a nice
absolutely.
Yeah.
So we just ask people to choose one food bank, and people can access any food bank in Ottawa once per month.
And I think that's a great idea because then your neighbors get to know your neighbors.
That's right.
It's a community because from my understanding, we're up to and not over, maybe possibly over 29 food pantries and or centers across Ottawa.
Food banks, food cupboards, correct. And I'm glad you mentioned the word community because that's what it is. When people come into the food bank, and I mean, we're certainly not alone in this, every food bank, people get greeted by name, they get to feel like they belong, like someone cares. They do a little bit of check-in. Our volunteers know our food bank neighbors, and there's conversation that goes far beyond what groceries they're going to leave with that day. So that's a really important aspect as well, especially in our community. We have so many people who are very isolated, lots of seniors and people experiencing homelessness. So for them to have that touch base at least once a month is really important.
No, that's fantastic. And when they do come in, it's not just a food bank. You've got some pretty innovative programs that you've started up.
We do, in fact, thank you. We have, in partnership is the name of the game. We couldn't do what we do without partnerships with agencies and individuals. So we partner with Carlington Community Health Services to provide what's called a wraparound support worker. And that worker can meet with folks and sort of address any need. While their initial mandate was to serve families with young children, they will meet with anyone, whether it's a newcomer, someone looking for a job, someone having a hard time paying their rent, and find some resources for them. And that's really an important service that we provide. We've also recently, in partnership with or another organization, Feed the City, we do home delivery.
Oh, what is yeah?
So it's for people who have a barrier to come in person, and because we have several senior buildings, especially senior buildings for people in rent geared to income housing, where they don't have a lot of resources, coming physically could be a barrier. So we work with the aging in place worker, and she arranges a bus, but we have some folks who can't even do that. So we do a quick assessment, make sure there is a barrier, and then we can put them on a delivery schedule where they can get their once a month grocery order delivered directly to their door.
That's fantastic.
It's wonderful.
So if we know anybody in our neighborhood that does need to access your food bank, how would they do that?
They can either phone us at our phone number 613-722-3851. They can email us at Westboro Region Food Bank at gmail.com, or they can pop in during one of our open sessions, which is Monday morning, Tuesday afternoon, and Thursday from 4 to 7, sort of early evening.
Oh, great. So you have lots of opportunities and times.
Yes.
Or on the weekend, this Saturday, just walk by, grab some lunch, because it will be all neighbors that are there fighting for those auction items.
Exactly.
How can we as neighbors help out?
Thank you. Well, there's many different ways. First and foremost, as crass as it sounds, we need money. We are augmenting. We do get a lot of our food from Ottawa Food Bank. We're a member of the Ottawa Food Bank, but we also have to purchase a lot of food, especially fresh produce, milk, eggs, bread, sometimes canned goods. So we always need money because we can buy more with money than
I think that's what everybody, I'd like to almost repeat that again, everyone at home. Even when there's lots of drives at schools and community centers,
which we love.
Money is great. You do not have to give your cans. Of course, please, everything's welcome, but you do have buying power. So for example, one can of beans could be $1 to us. It could be 50 cents to you, and you can use that money somewhere else.
Absolutely. Our food bank is an initiative. It's a program of All Saints Westboro Anglican Church. If you're making a donation, you do write the check to All Saints Anglican, but make sure you designate it to food bank. 100% of those funds come directly to the food bank.
And they're very involved in this food bank.
Oh my gosh, they've had a commitment to this for 40 years. It was never meant to be a permanent solution to food insecurity, but it is absolutely what is needed these days. So the commitment is strong. They provide my salary. I'm a paid employee, but the rest of our operation is run by volunteers, and we couldn't do that without them. But if the community wants to get involved, in addition to donating money or volunteering, they can also offer to do a third-party fundraiser, such as the Whispers Pub auction, where the Westboro BIA partners with us and does several initiatives through the year. So they take on the majority of the work, and then we get designated as the beneficiary. And again, we could not do what we do without that support.
Thank you so much for joining us. Everybody, please get involved. Region Food Bank in Westboro. Many ways to do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome to Community News and Events on Rogers TV Channel 22. I'm Dave Hilson. The company of adventurers brings an enchanting and spooky twist to Shakespeare's timeless comedy in A Midsummer Night's Dream meets All Hallows Eve. Catch the show at the Gladstone Theatre from October 2nd to the 4th. Expect bewitched woods, warring spirits, confused lovers, and magical mayhem, all with a fun Halloween flair. Audiences are encouraged to wear costumes and join in the fun. This performance blends charm, mischief, and seasonal spirit for theater lovers of all ages. Tickets are free, and all donations support the Gladstone Theatre. Visit thegladstone.ca for details or scan the QR code on the screen. To have your community news or events listed on our website, please go to rogerstv.com, click on events, and post your event. That's it.
Some of Canada's most accomplished and fascinating people share their lives, insights, and stories each week on Canada Files. This season, I'll be speaking with former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, music producer David Foster, writer Malcolm Gladwell, and comedian Martin Short, among others. I'm Valerie Pringle. I hope you can join us.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to RogersTV.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at RogersTV.com.
Are you a content creator looking to expand your audience and make your voice heard in your community? Rogers TV wants to provide you with a platform to share your hobbies, interests, and stories for free. Visit us to find out more.
Welcome back to Ottawa in the Know. I'm Julie Findlay. My next guests are celebrating 25 years of Parents for Parents helping with Pleo. Created 25 years ago. My next guests, Michelle Krogi and Christine Taylor, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having
25 years. Congratulations. This is a really important organization. Can you tell us what Pleo does for our community?
Sure. So Pleo, Parents Lifeline, we support parents who have children with mental health and addictions, supporting families who have children up to 25 years. And we are a family peer support model, so we're all parents with lived experience, and we've supported our own children through their journey, and we support other parents along their journey with listening ears and compassion, and help them along.
Yeah, you have it just to even visit the website, which would be everyone's first step. You have so many opportunities for people to engage and be part of it. Christine Taylor, how did you navigate that?
So my issues with my son were a few years ago, and I don't actually remember how I connected with Pleo in the beginning, but they are a lifeline, right?
Yeah.
They helped me get through a very difficult time, and I used their phone service mainly. I went to a couple of their in-person meetings, but it just helped me. It gave me a safe space to talk, and I didn't tell a lot of people about my son's situation, and in some ways it was my only opportunity to be able to share. They provide education, webinars and workshops and stuff, resources. I've worked in libraries all my life, so I knew where to find resources.
Exactly.
But we shared resources. And the other nice part about it being the peer-to-peer is my peer support worker had already gone to some of these community organizations, so she had contacts. So it helped me. You're nervous going to an organization that you're not familiar with.
But once you were there, it was open arms.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
met a few of everyone who's engaged in this, and it really is an open forum. And I want all the viewers to know at home that this is an open door, and it's an opportunity, because we don't know enough about addictions, whether they're affecting ourselves or our children. So this is fantastic. When did you become part of the organization, Michelle?
So I've been at Pleo for 2 years now. But with my own parent journey, supporting my daughter, I reached out to Pleo about 6 or 7 years ago. And similar to Christine's story, in that you don't always know who to talk to, because you don't always feel comfortable talking to friends or family, because often as a parent you're holding a lot of guilt and shame, and you're seeing other families and thinking, oh, their kids are all flourishing and here I am stuck, and so really to have somebody to talk to that it doesn't judge you, and that understands where you've been and what's happening in your life is really a lifeline.
Yeah, and I mean, stats are showing this is a common thing that's happening within our communities. We're not able to gauge. So this is such a fantastic program and opportunity for people to talk. You have a gala coming up, which is it's one of your biggest fundraisers. Are you going to tell me your only fundraiser?
It's it would be our signature. This is only our second year.
Okay,
so
great.
we started it last year. It's 3 weeks today, October 9th, at the Ottawa Art Gallery, and it's called Art of Support. And we have engaged with a lot of local artists, and we have a silent auction. We also this year have some live painting, and we have pottery also happening.
Can you name drop a few people that we might know?
So Alan Andre is one of our live painters, and I think he just won the art battle recently in the city.
Wow.
He's phenomenal. And then we have, we partner with a program at the Royal called Creative Spaces, and it's an art program for people who are receiving services at the art gallery. And we've asked them to submit some of their artwork that we'll auction off as well. And we give 60% of the proceeds back to the artists.
Wow.
And it's just a really nice way, again, of bringing community together and bringing other organizations together and supporting each other and giving those new budding artists, an
opportunity. And it's the whole idea behind the gala, so it's actually a lovely thing. So the night starts off, when does this start?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 to 9. It's more of a cocktail style.
Right.
So it's, there's tabletops.
Right after work, you don't even have to worry about going
There's
home
food
and leaving.
and drink available,
Yeah.
and tickets are still available online.
Yeah.
And
you do have one special guest that's showing as well.
We do. We have Tara Shannon, who will be. We have a few special guests actually.
Yes, I shouldn't say one.
No,
only because she was on our show earlier this week. So yes.
Yes. So she is coming to talk about her. Her and her son are coming together. He's actually doing our music for the evening, and then they're going to share a fireside chat to talk about his struggle with addiction and how music helped them both through that. So it's going to be a really special moment.
Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely evening. Have you already got your ticket? Okay, are there tickets left?
Yes.
Yes, okay,
Yes.
okay. So it's Thursday, October 6th, 6 to 9.
October 9th.
6 to 9. At the Ottawa Art Gallery. You can buy your tickets. We left the information on the thing. But Pleo, Parents Lifelines of Eastern Ontario, thank you so much, both Michelle Krogi, Christine Taylor, for joining us. It's an important message. We need to get it out there. And I'm glad you're providing support to all our families in Ottawa, and you continue to do so. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us on this one, and we'll be up next with our last guest.
Are you a passionate content creator ready to expand your audience reach? Do you have unique stories, captivating hobbies, or special interests that deserve a spotlight? Rogers TV is here to amplify your voice within the community. We offer you the platform to broadcast your content to a wider audience. And the best part, it's completely free. Don't miss this opportunity to share your vision and engage with viewers. Find out how Rogers TV can transform your content journey today.
With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV.
Relive the magic of music and beyond, where classical music meets art, culture, and unforgettable live performances. Only on Rogers TV. Don't miss a note.
September 30th is Canada's National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, honoring survivors of residential schools, their families, and communities, and a reminder to acknowledge the truth of our history. In 2015, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission released a comprehensive report with 94 calls to action, a roadmap towards justice and healing. Learn more and take action.
Hey everybody, my my name is Cara, and I'm here with my friends Shane and Monique, and we're getting ready for season 2 of the Fitness Passion on Rogers TV. Join us right here.
Welcome back. Well, we are back and we are talking about the Businesswoman of the Year Award, a gala that's been celebrating leadership, innovation, and proud women since 1983. You're going to want to be in the room when it happens, and I'm going to give you a little secret. I've been nominated as one of the finalists for Community Impact Award. I've been very honored, and I've met so many amazing businesswomen and on this journey to this gala that is coming up. The gala, I invite Caitlin Spearing and Jennifer Reynolds. They are the co-chairs of the Businesswoman of the Year Awards Gala. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a fun time.
Okay, it is. This is my favorite time of year when we're running the gala.
I know. Okay, they have big smiles on their faces. I know you can see them. Tell us what the Businesswoman of the Year's Awards Gala is.
The Businesswoman of the Year Awards, like you said, has been ongoing for 42 years.
Yeah.
It's put on by the Women's Business Network of Ottawa, which is a networking community support mentorship group in Ottawa that's been around forever. And this awards ceremony in particular seeks to elevate and inspire and support businesswomen in Ottawa. It's gone from one woman who would be selected and honored to now this year 15. We have 5 categories, 15 finalists.
I know.
And we get to find out the 5 winners on October 16th.
Okay,
so exciting.
It's not about me because in this journey I've met so many amazing businesswomen. And you did say like 5 categories.
Yep.
Caitlin, what are 5 categories?
We have 5 different categories. So we have community impact, you know that one.
Yeah.
Lifetime achievement, and then we have our 2 entrepreneur categories for emerging and established, bit of a different age range and years in business. Same with the enterprise one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, this year's gala is about telling our stories. And why did you pick that?
Well, it first came from last year. I had the honor of sitting next to our prior year's Lifetime Achievement Award winner, who'd been invited to speak at the gala, and she commented to me that every woman on that stage,
Is her
I
name
can't
not?
remember right now. It should be on the tip of my tongue. I'm so embarrassed. I should have looked it up before we came.
Yeah.
I can see her, Claire Becton.
Claire Becton.
Claire Becton. An incredible woman. If you ever have the chance to hear her speak, wonderful. But she said every woman on this stage has a story. And isn't that just amazing?
Yeah.
And I immediately put it in my phone and told Caitlin that we were using
write it
that
down next year.
as the theme. Because every finalist like yourself has a story that can be used to inspire, and every person who comes has a story that maybe they are just beginning, or maybe they're at their end of their journey.
Restarting,
Exactly.
chapter.
And you know what's interesting? Absolutely. Everyone has a story, and they don't even know its impact. That was where I was very honored when somebody had nominated me as Community Impact, and I thought, okay, well, I'm just doing what I do. But then I realized I love doing what I do. That's easy, and it's been very nice to be recognized. But there are so many women in that room. We have 15 finalists. What is it going to look like?
Well, we start with some welcoming remarks from our WBN president and our Karen Wilson. Last year we had Mayor Mark Sutcliffe come and join us for some remarks. He hosted a wonderful breakfast reception for our finalists that you were at, and he's hoping to attend again this year.
We also can't forget we invite back the past winners.
All the winners from last year will be there presenting.
It is the best kind of connection to telling stories, sharing stories.
And our Lifetime Achievement Award winner from last year, Marjolaine Houdon, is also going to be providing some remarks to inspire the next generation of finalists and winners.
So the Women's Business Network, like you said, it's been over 40 years. How did it start? Like, what was the impetus for it to start? And its members are huge, so let's start.
It started simple and small as women started to run businesses outside of the home, who started to have their own careers, at a time when women couldn't even have a bank account or own property. These women came together to support each other. And even through the pandemic, it's continued. We had virtual meetings and connections. And
I was going to ask you, so you really continued through the pandemic?
They did.
Wow. That's good.
Yep.
Okay, one of you has been a past winner of this award. How does that feel?
That's me.
Tell us about your
Caitlin's
journey.
a future winner of this award, I'm very certain. I was given the Emerging Entrepreneur Award in 2019.
So Jennifer
2019,
Reynolds, what
2020.
do you do?
I am a family lawyer and a mediator, and I founded a firm called Fresh Legal. And we help people going through separation and divorce to try to make it less difficult, no more difficult than it has to be. And it was so meaningful for me to win that award because it really recognized how law firm owners who sometimes don't see themselves as business people really are business people. Right? And it told me, it reminded me that I was a business person and that I was on the right path. And I saw people who went ahead of me and wanted to be there too, and now it's just so incredible to take on the role of co-chairing the gala so I can give other people that experience.
Absolutely. I know I'm only a finalist, and who knows what happens next, but having this connection, and thank you to both of you being co-chairs, you really have brought even the 15 of us, some of us know each other in different things because Ottawa is the biggest small city, but it actually is the connections upon connections, which are fantastic. Caitlin, what do you do? What brings you to this?
So it was actually the BYAs in 2023 that actually inspired me to start my own business. So it's a bit of a full circle storytelling wise. But I founded a social media agency based here in Ottawa, and we have team members across Canada called OMG Social Media Agency. And our focus is making sure that small business owners and medium-sized business owners can have access to social media marketing that's affordable, because it can be very pricey very quickly.
It really is, and I want our viewers to remember that, because that is the stepping stones of starting. Starting is a big walk out the door with whatever you're doing, and to have the support of the Women's Business Network is fantastic. You offer, when you are a member, because everyone is offered to be, or invited to be a member, you offer so many things throughout the year. Can you give us some of your favorites that have happened?
I really like the breakfast meetings. They're called, they used to be just a simple networking breakfast, and has evolved into having a speaker share lessons that they've learned, and really curated networking opportunities. They happen at the end of the month at the Sala San Marco right now. And our next one is all about mentoring.
I also love the wind downs. Those are in the evening. I'm not a morning person. So the 7:30 breakfast is a little bit hard to get to. But the evening ones have fantastic networking, usually a speaker who comes in, and usually really good food.
Excellent. Thank you both for joining me. For everyone at home, make sure you get your tickets to the Businesswoman of the Year Gala. You have an opportunity to meet everyone in this room right now, and you will want to be in the room when it happens. Thank you, everyone, for joining Ottawa in the Know. I'm Julie Findlay, and I will see you next time. We're on Rogers Television. You can find us at YouTube and all different times throughout prime time. Thanks again, and have a great day.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
This is Ben Weiss of the Historical Society of Ottawa. Join us for a new series here on Rogers TV, where we explore Ottawa's fascinating history, the people, places, and events that shape the city we live in today. Join us as we go time traveling exclusively on Rogers TV.
Great to be here. It feels like coming home. I'm ready, baby. Oh my God.
Not that song. Oh my God, Cynthia.
Tamara, it's time to leak some info.
Did you date Nick Cage?
Yes, I did. We weren't expecting